PlayStation News Review.
Where am I? What's this spaghetti arm doing sticking out of my head?
Aha! Stick it to the man. Such a unique name for such a unique game. What's going on, guys? My name is Nicholas Marsling, and welcome to yet another PlayStation News Review. Now, if you didn't know, this game was made by Ripstone Studios, and they were nice enough to send this game over for us to review. And whenever a company does such things, I automatically believe that they are proud of their work, and they believe that it will succeed.
I guess.
And how does that make you feel?
The sadness? No, like, not happy? Like I have emotions that are making me depressed.
And how does that make you feel?
Stick It to the Man is an indie game, which means you're not going to be seeing any blockbuster storylines, no groundbreaking visuals, nothing of the sorts, because it is an independent game. But because of this doesn't make the game bad, it's really cool. Stick It to the Man is a 2D side-scroller that uses platforming elements such as exploration, puzzle solving, and character interaction. And the game is really unique and cool and always draws you back in, and I think it's because of its comedic values that it has. It's always funny, always witty. You always get a good chuckle when you're playing the game. With a very comedic game comes a very witty storyline, and this is the actual storyline. I am not kidding you. So you play as a guy named Ray Dawood. He's walking home, he's pretty nervous for something, and he's walking home and he gets hit by a pretty mysterious government canister. There he dreams to La La Land and he finds a mirage of himself. Then a big old spaghetti arm comes out of his head. Weird. So he goes up to the top of his head and there he sees his brain controlled by the spaghetti arm, and the spaghetti arm says he's never going to leave his body. There he wakes up, of course, with the spaghetti arm attached to his body in real life. So he runs home to his girlfriend, there explaining the weirdest thing he ever seen, and to his surprise the girlfriend states she doesn't see the spaghetti arm. Now he has FBI officials running towards him trying to get the spaghetti arm out. Well, trying to kill him, we don't know really. And they want the spaghetti arm. He likes the spaghetti arm. So you have to protect yourself. And that's the storyline. No jokes aside. Now the actual gameplay centers around that spaghetti arm itself. So you pretty much use a spaghetti arm that can read other people's minds. And when you read their minds, sometimes they give you stickers. So it's a big puzzle solver. You get a sticker and you have to find out where to place the sticker. Now the game is pretty easy, so it's family friendly because the game doesn't really penalize you if you stick a sticker in the wrong area. It pretty much guides you to the correct location. Sometimes you can get lost, but the game will always pretty much try to guide you to the correct location, which doesn't make the game that hard. For example, let's take the first mission. Ray wants to go home, but he has no car ride home. So he meets a guy, his friend, and he wants him to take him home, but to his surprise, his friend wants to kill himself. So when you read his mind, you actually find out that the friend has some girl problems. So after that, what do you have to do? You try to go find the girl, and when you do, you realize that the girl is freakingly in love with teeth. So she finds this old man with dentures in his mouth, really bright dentures, and she loves it. So they're in this dancing competition, and you pretty much have to break the dancing competition, steal the teeth, give it to the other guy. They fall in love, you get the car ride home. That's a mission. The FPS is really solid. I believe it runs at a smooth 60 frames all the time. The loading menus aren't half bad. You get a good amount of playtime. The cutscenes are well designed really, and the game just holds up really well in the gameplay stand-up. Now all I'm saying is good stuff about the game, and the game isn't all peaches and cream. Unfortunately, you have no replay value in this game. There's no co-op missions, no nothing, and no announced DLC. And also, you'll only be getting about 5 or 6 hours of gameplay, which is pretty limited for today's standards. The game is pretty easy, and if you're not taking your time, you can actually beat the game in less than 5 hours. Sometimes controlling that spaghetti arm is even frustrating and the controls are a bit clunky at times, which is a bummer. But nevertheless, the game is a decent package, so let's get to the conclusion. Stick It to the Man is a pretty brilliant game. It's unique, the visuals aren't half bad, it's a complete package. Its style is fully developed, it's funny, its puzzles are actually fun to solve, everything is pacing, and the cutscenes are smartly designed. I only wish the gameplay was slightly more ambitious or longer, or if there was other elements that can let me play this game again. And that's why I give the game a 8.2, a pretty average indie game, and if you want to go buy it, be my guest, it's not a half bad game. Is it a system seller? No. Is it groundbreaking? No. Is it fun? Yeah, it's pretty darn fun. So if you have some money left over or have no games, this is the game for you. My name is Nicholas Marsling, and thanks for choosing my Vita review.